Hi Aries, welcome to your June 2017 Astro Tarot forecast. My name is Charlotte from Astrology.com. And this month I'll be doing things a little differently. I'm going to do two different readings, so if the first reading doesn't resonate, maybe the second one will. And I'll be using oracle cards as an underlying emotional influence, as well as tarot cards. This reading will also be based off of the two lunar events of June, which is the June 9th full moon in Sagittarius and the June 24th new moon in Cancer. Okay, Aries, so the first thing that I see in the underlying emotional energy here is there seems to be a sense of family gatherings, of nurturing that surrounds you, but there are sudden events that take place within these gatherings, and it's almost like a new wind of change is blowing around. So almost like the wheel is turning, but there are sudden events that are coming your way. Some of you may be traveling with family. Others of you, this may be towards a tropical area or close to water, a lake, a river, something like that. A lot of you will be spending time in nature. But I feel like this is more of, as June goes on, this is more of a reflective chance. Maybe you are visiting places and really remembering things, but it's more about sudden people entering your life, either by you traveling or communicating. But I feel like it's bringing a lot of reflection back to you, and it's almost like an emotional, melancholy type of feeling. I think there are going to be some blocks and obstacles in your path. First of all, I want to look at the overview of the month, and it is about family lineage. This is also karmic relationships, maybe people that you aren't bound to by blood, but that you're bound to with a spiritual connection. But the overall view of it is, and the end result of June is a gratifying experience and a happy experience, one that reminds you of childhood in some way. So let's see what the tarot has to add to this emotional gathering that we have here. For some of you, there are emotional undercurrents that continue to keep you feeling trapped, and I think a lot of this is related to family and home situations. Some of you are reflecting back to an older relationship and thinking about ways that that relationship may have kept you feeling trapped, or maybe you feel trapped because you can't get back to that relationship and you're trying to reach them by some sort of spiritual means. Again, for others of you, this is like taking a walk down memory lane with your childhood, and you're really reflecting on the traps of the consciousness that have kept you feeling, not as lighthearted maybe as you have wanted to feel in the later years. I know Aries has been going through a lot with the Cardinal Cross for the last decade, and here we are approaching a Saturn in Capricorn transit that is going to make some of you feel even more trapped in the way that you live your life or your lifestyle. Some of you are going to try to forge a new life. You're going to try to forge a new career. But for this month, I see you really reflecting on the patterns that have led you thus far, especially those related to family and maybe issues with family or extended family that have kept you feeling bound and trapped in some way. For some of you, I feel like there's some good things coming. There's some good things coming this month, maybe especially around that full moon in Sagittarius, June the 9th. But it's almost like things don't turn out exactly the way. I mean, you don't have the money that you planned on having, or the material goods or services that you needed in some way to really enjoy what you thought you were going to enjoy. Now, the Nine of Cups is here. It is reversed, and it's across this rain purification card. When I get this card, I think of a lot of tears in some way. So it's almost like a missed opportunity for some of you, but I think one that has a good outcome in the end. So maybe you were planning on this trip, or you were planning to travel, and you were expecting things to go a certain way, but plans kind of fell through, or it didn't turn out exactly the way that you wanted. Now, High Priestess is here reversed. And usually when she is upright, I would say this is about using a great deal of intuition. She always says, listen, watch, wait. And here we have her reversed. And she is against some blocks. This could be actual, as far as family lineage go, this could be the grandparents or the older adults within the family. And with her reversed, there's something here that you're missing. This could also portend a warning as an illness or as a blockage with certain people, and this may be the cause of the disappointment that you're experiencing here. But nevertheless, I don't think the whole thing is disappointing. I just think that you are experiencing some certain moments that are disappointing, but that may be towards the end of the month down here. And that may be near that June 24th new moon in Cancer, which is going to be a precarious new moon anyway. It's going to really cross all that cardinal cross energy that we've had over the last decade. It's going to bring it forward again. And for you, that is a new moon in your 4th house of home. So maybe you really have spent time with family and you're really reflecting on that time, and now you're feeling very sad that you really don't get to spend more time maybe with these older people here, and really trying to harness the power of your own true feelings related to family. And family is often the foundation of our lives, and it may be that you're missing part of that foundation, or there's part of that foundation that was missing in the first place that has led you into your adult life, where you are still reminded of the things that you have missing, or you can't really experience that sense of fulfillment. We do have the 10 of Swords here, so this is feeling defeat. This is feeling towards that end of the month, around that new moon on June 24th, just feeling very alone, and almost like you are just really disappointed. There's a lot of arguing going on here. So maybe that what kept you feeling trapped has really settled in, and you really are feeling like you're just surrounded by a cold source of life. Where up here I see you feeling more excited about a familial way of life, where you are feeling, lighthearted and really remembering your childhood. Now this is only for some of you Aries, and then a 4 of Wands is here as the overview with the family DNA. If we wanted to take this a step further, I would say that maybe while you're spending family, you are experiencing this type of aloneness because there has been a secret, an underlying need for you to be nurtured and loved, maybe with a past relationship that continues to haunt you in some way. And we do have the Empress here, and that's why I feel like the first part of the month really looks very happy and has a good outcome. I think that this is about you changing your perspective about the way you see your own mother, the way you see your own grandmother, or the women within your family, the nurturers, the ones who brought you the vision of how you want to be, how you consider yourself when you're all grown up, so to speak. Now the Empress she likes a lot of fine things, and she's all about material gain as well as spiritual knowledge. She's like the girl that you want to grow up to be. I think all little girls would like to grow up to be this person. Someone who's just very full of life and loving, but yet likes a lot of fun things. And she's emotionally and financially secure. And she's wielded her own power to create these things. This is about creating something new. And here we have her laid across the perspective card. So for some of you, you're gaining a clearer perspective on your own adult role in life, or if you're younger, what you pretend that your adult life is going to be like, or the financial goals and stability that you have planned for yourself in the future. And especially with you guys with Pluto in the 10th house, you are constantly obsessed with how people see you, what you're going to do with your life. Is your home life secure enough? Are you going to get everything? Are you going to get to experience everything in life that you want to, maybe before you pass away in this life? It's almost like a rush feeling of being very focused on, the winds of change and making sure the right winds blow to you at a certain time. It's almost like you have all of these choices, and you're very focused on what it is that you want and what it is that you desire that fits your lifestyle. This could be your home and family. This could be the career. This could be everything that you use to build your life, everything around you. I'm going to use some other clarifiers in this reading right quick, and then we're going to move on to the second one. Some of you are experiencing some financial difficulty, and we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed and also the Six of Pentacles. Sometimes this is about expecting a certain amount of money or wanting a certain amount of wealth, but it's just not coming right now. You're going to have to wait on that as June ends. You're still waiting on being able to acquire the things that you want and need to fit your material goals. I do think that you're going to have a small amount of money or loan given to you, maybe around this family situation, but I think a lot of you are still feeling trapped, not only emotionally, but financially, and especially within a lot of family drama here. Now, the Knight of Cups is not a bad card reversed. It is about getting your wish, and with it on top of this ring card, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier when I was trying to clarify this, but this is almost like you had the wish right there, but then something happened and you didn't quite get the wish because you were having to worry about certain blockages that are in your way. I do think there are going to be some new career opportunities coming up as June ends. I just think that you may need to wait. Some of you may be involved in legal situations that may come up involving your income or money's owed to you. This could take place at any time in June, but it may really perk up around the second week of June and lead you into the end of the month. I'm not going to go any further with this reading. We're going to do another one for clarification on top of this one, so stay tuned for that. Hey Aries, for some of you, I really see a lot of you guys may be traveling by that full moon in Sagittarius on June the 9th. I still see a very childlike energy here of you wanting something, of having the confidence to maybe go on this trip. I just feel like there could be a bit of disappointment related to this. Also, the 9th house, which is where that full moon falls in Sagittarius on June the 9th, is about academics and legalities. So it's travel, legalities, academics, publishing, anything that's internet related, anything related to people at a distance, and taking trips. For some of you, I feel like if you are enrolled in school, there's some sort of disappointment, maybe a bad grade, something of that nature, and you're really wanting to let go of all of the worry and heartache about this certain situation. Maybe you're going to have to repeat a class if you're enrolled in college. For some of you, this may pertain to your child. Your child may be going through this. But in all of this, I see sort of the very similar reading as what we had in the first round, where there is this sense of you overwhelmingly wanting to enjoy your inner child or be a child or enjoy time with your child, or you want certain hopes for your child, but certain things are happening that's bringing heartache, and there's some blockages that are going to require you to be very patient, to really try again. I think you have the confidence, Aries. It seems like you're raring to go, but there's something that's really going to stop you from getting everything that you want right now. You can't take it all right now, Aries. It seems like in June. Now let's see what the tarot has to say. Some of you are having to take a time out and reassess what your hopes, dreams, and visions are for your lifestyle in the future. I think you really have the tools to do what you want. I think you have the energy, certainly. You are almost like ready to go into battle. I feel like you're preparing for a battle to really get what you want. And some of you may be involved in a child custody suit, or your child's parent may involve you in a child custody suit, or something that relates to child support in some way. You're really seeking a higher knowledge, whether that's in school, but I see a lot of it being faith-based and really turning to spirit to maybe discern what exactly is going to happen in the future, because it seems so uncertain as you begin June. For some of you, this is going to involve legal contracts. We have the card of marriage here. Some of you may be getting a divorce, or again, you're fighting over a child custody situation. But I think there's something else that you can learn about this matter that's really going to bring you progress. I think you just have to keep trying, maybe consult with a lawyer, someone who really knows their stuff, has the knowledge to really inform you, someone that can give you the tools to move forward very securely in this legal battle maybe that you're involved in. Again, I see a very family backdrop, a very big backdrop concerning family, and I think a lot of you are really trying to spend time with family, but I feel like there are some blocks in some way that is preventing you from spending all the time that you want with family. For some reason, there just are things that you haven't seen, but that are coming up. And that's going to really require some hard work from you. There's an authority figure, whether this is a father figure or this is someone in authority, a lawyer, a judge. I think it would fit more like a judge that is bringing you this sense of heartache related to legalities or education. This is someone who has the authority to bring the blocks that we discussed in the first reading and really put sort of a bridge out in communication that lets you know, hey, right now is not the right time because there are certain things that you need to take care of first. And I think you have a lot of choices and a lot of avenues that you can proceed down. And this is, the High Priestess is here again, and she's cautioning you to really take this time to get things fixed sort of in your mind, to really discern what it is that you're looking for. And I think this is going to bring you a lot of mental anguish. Maybe some of you are worrying about a class, or you're worrying about a legal experience and you just don't know the right steps to take. But this is saying there's a very spiritual influence over here. And this is really saying to take the time to really seek out God, and maybe to pray, to meditate, to get a personal reading. There's some information that's underlying, that's available to you from the collective, but you do not have it as June begins, and you really need to know the next step to take. I think some of you feel personally attacked and trapped within your marriages. For some of you, this may be with your parents. And you're hoping for something different. You were hoping for this vacation, or you were hoping for something to really come along to shake things up. And I think what did come along to shake things up was something maybe you weren't expecting. Or else there are just details that you need to work out before you can plan this vacation, or before you can plan this family coming together, so to speak. I think by the end of the month, with that new moon in Cancer, right there, here's the sign of Cancer here, and I think that there's really a very peaceful situation. So I think your hard work pays off, and you are able to enjoy some of this vacation situation. This could be with another Cancer, female or male. For me, I'm just going to read it like this is a Cancer gathering here, which is what that new moon is in Cancer on June the 24th. So it just seems like you are finally getting to relax a little bit. You may be getting some vacation, some happy family times. But there are just certain blocks that you have to work through. And there are a lot of things up in the air, a lot of communication up in the air, a lot of conflicts within groups. Yeah, a lot of burdens with communication. Even though you're still optimistic about this journey, Aries, it seems like it's something you really want. It just seems like there are so many people. We got an authority figure or judge trying to stop the way. We have some family brawls we have some family brawls that are causing conflicts. And in the end, I think that things just aren't going to turn out exactly the way that you wanted, but I think there are good times to be had. So just work through all of the steps. Use the tools that you need to use, Aries, and then you can begin to move forward. This conflict and worry and anxiety, this could be from separation from home, or feeling like you're missing out with your child or your parent in some way. But by the end of the month, there is a soothing feeling coming along of happiness that's going to work out. I don't think it's going to come around that June 24th new moon. I think that's going to be finally you're getting to enjoy some time, but it's not going to be without conflict because the planets are really precarious around that time. That new moon is going to, of course, open up a 2-week window, and as it travels in the next couple of days past that new moon date, say from the 24th to the 26th, there are going to be so many conflicts that come up to really pull you apart with certain family issues, I think. A very sort of emotional beginning that you have there in reaching out to your family. So you just need to keep going, keep trying, work on healing, work on peace within the family, and expect miracles. I think it will all work out for you, Aries. So I wish you the best in the month of June, Aries. Take care.